Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Hyouka episode 3 review. This was a very interesting episode. A lot of information was put in this episode, and it goes on with an actual story. So we finally know what exactly it's gonna be following with the story. So that was pretty good, and the story's pretty interesting, I have to say the least. So we're back at the little cafe spot where Oriki and Chitanda are, and Chitanda was about to confess something that thought was like, "I love you," but actually no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. It was another request. She wanted a request, and remember in the last I think it was last episode, she was like, "I think he can do it. I think he can do it." And I was always wondering like, what is it? What does Chitanda think Oriki can do? And apparently, what he thinks he can do is get her to remember what her grandmother said. And so, not grandmother, what her grandfather said. Yeah, so she needed help to try to remember something that was said to her about a long time ago, because apparently Chitanda's grandfather used to be in the classic club, in the same club that they're in right now. And there's some kind of information that was going on, and apparently it's hidden, and it's supposed to be some kind of secret. And Chitanda's grandfather didn't tell her. Usually, Chitanda's grandfather's super open, and she can tell her, and he can tell her anything, no matter what it was. But for some reason, when it came to that, it didn't. She couldn't get him to say something, and so she did a hissy fit, and he ends up actually just spouting out something, and apparently whatever he said made Chitanda cry, and he didn't even try to console her or make her feel better or anything like that. So, she's trying to remember what he said. So that was basically the whole gist of the whole episode that I was trying to go watch. She's trying to remember what Chitanda's grandfather said, and so Chitanda's asking Oriki if he can help her remember. And he was like, "No, I can't do that. And I don't really want to get tied into this whole thing." And apparently, it goes even deeper than this. She wants to remember something so she can talk about it for the funeral, because apparently Chitanda's grandfather is missing, and so she wants to remember what her grandfather said. And so she's just trying to bring back the memories, but she can't do it. She can't figure it out. So she needs help with this, but he was like, "No, I can't do that. I don't want to get tied in that." But if you have any information or anything like that, you can come to me, and I'll try to help you out then. If you go in that kind of situation, I can help you out then. And so he basically kind of said yes to the whole thing. And so we end up seeing this other mystery going on here. They needed to go get the freaking books for the cultural festival. The anthologies, yeah, the anthologies. They need to get the anthologies for the cultural festival. I'm sorry, I'm a little like off right now, but yeah. So they're going to the classroom, their class club room, and they can't find it there because apparently what Oriki's sister said it was in the classic club room, and he was looking at it. It's like, well, it's not in here, but my sister was in the classic club 2 years ago. So they needed to go find the classic club where it was 2 years ago, and so it was in this newspaper, this new newspaper club basically. And the guy was there. His name was Ugato, and apparently Ugato, he seemed really unegged, and things seemed kind of suspicious. He seems all really unegged, like he couldn't. He just so it's really weird. And he's like, "No, you don't need to come in here. You don't need to worry about that. You don't have to worry. You don't need to come in here. You don't need to see this." And Oriki, Chitanda, and Miyaka were like, "Hey, no, we got to see what's in there. We got to see that. We got to get these anthologies. We got to do this. We got to do this." And so he's like, "Fine, look around." And then, so they look around, and they're looking around like, it seems kind of weird because like the fan is on, the windows are open, and it's just like it looks kind of weird. The table looked kind of off, and it's just like it's really weird. And so yeah, Oriki noticed something, so he's like, "Let me mess with this guy a little bit." It's like, "Hey, we're looking for that little the safe that has the anthologies in it. If you can at least let me check in the safe, I'll go get a teacher so we can get authorizations for this." And he's like, "No, you don't need to see a teacher. No, you don't need to do this. Ah!" And it was all going crazy all of a sudden. He's like, "What the heck?" But the thing is, Oriki was like real suave and just so cool, just sitting there like this, like, just normal. He didn't even change. He didn't even, like, react to nothing. He just really is low energy. Like he doesn't get excited, sad, happy, nothing. He has the same emotion on his face regardless of what's going on. And so they end up leaving, and then he's like, I noticed something. He's like, he's gonna wait like 5 minutes. He didn't want to go anywhere. It's too far away from the classroom. And he's like, they're asking Oriki, like, you find out something, like, what's wrong? What's up with this guy and stuff? Like, we noticed something. So they go back to the class, and he's gone all of a sudden within just 5 minutes. And then they end up finding in the anthologies, and they're like, wow, did you do something, Oriki? And he's like, well, this basically, that kid was smoking like weed or something like that in the classroom, and he has a good reputation for his family, and you don't want to break that reputation. So he had like these sensors going around by his room and stuff like that. So if anyone walks by, he gets a notice to know someone's coming, so then he can air out the room just in case, if because you don't want that kind of smell going on. And they're like, he also smelled a bunch of air freshener. Usually Chitanda would have smelled that, but Chitanda's sick in this episode, so she didn't smell anything wrong. And so yeah, that guy was a freaking pothead, and so he also hid his drugs in the same safe that was in where the anthologies were. That's why they couldn't, he didn't want them to check for where the anthologies were. And so they end up getting all the anthologies, and towards the end of the episodes, they finally released anthologies, the second volume of the anthologies of a long time ago, and they're talking about some stuff. I'm not really sure what exactly they're talking about, but it referred to her grandfather, and she's like, oh my god, I think this might be a clue to what's going on, so we need to read some more, we need to investigate. And so Oriki's like, you need to investigate this. And so then apparently at the end of the episode, volume 1 of the anthologies is missing. So it's just really odd, so there really is some kind of secret going on. They're trying to figure it out, but they can't figure it out now because the volume 1 of the anthologies is gone. So what are they trying to hide exactly? That's what I'm wondering. What is so bad that they're trying to hide from everyone about this? It's been about 45 years since that time, and so it's in the past, so it shouldn't be that effective anymore. So, like, exactly what is trying to hide? And that's what the mystery is for the show, and this is what they're going to be trying to figure out, I'm guessing. Riki's going to have to go through his super mode, start figuring this stuff out, be Conan Edogawa and crap from Case Closed. Like, I think I figured out the mystery. Yeah. So, yeah, leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the episode. My review is a little off on this one a little bit. I'm looking a little tired, but hey, it's not bad. I'm curious, though, what the mystery is. What do you guys think it is exactly, actually? So, like I said, leave a comment below, tell me what you think. Like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more Hyouka reviews. My Hyouka episode 3 review. And until then, break out.